Hello, Marvel fans, and this is the Thor movie review. Um, if you noticed that my other movie reviews where it came out in the theaters, where I just put like the pictures in the camera shot with my iPod, it's supposed to be like this originally, but now I can do it like this. So now I have no problem anymore. But now let's get to the review. Thor. What can I say about Thor? Well, it was actually it was a good and great movie at the same time. But all I can say, well, not all I can say, but there are a few that I can say that there is just so many flaws, and I mean so many flaws. Like, of course, there were things that were incorrect. Now let's start with the costumes. Okay, so first we see that Thor's costume actually it looks like this. All right. So this is Thor's costume. All right, cool. This is Thor's costume. It looks pretty resembling to the comics, but let me just ask this one important question: why the fuck doesn't Thor just keep his helmet on throughout the entire movie instead of just keeping the cape? Seriously, he needs to keep the fucking helmet on. If he doesn't want to use that helmet, then get rid of the fucking cape in order to make him look like um Ultimate Thor, kind of like this. Or better yet, why not? Yeah, just give him the helmet and shave off that fucking beard in order to make him look like this. See how the costumes are similar, and yet the face isn't really similar. Make it look like that. Like what the fuck? What sense does this make? And like every fucking time, like throughout the movie, I kept focusing on his face because every 10 minutes I would like shave off the fucking beard. He's not supposed to have it. Like what the fuck? Okay, remember back in the times. Actually, I'll get to that later. But you see, this is Ultimate Thor, and this is the Thor that's supposed to be in the movie without the beard. All right, you see, and this is the costume that we get. All right. It was just too much. I just couldn't handle it. I'm sorry. And yeah, that's all. That's pretty much all I can say about Thor's costume. But nonetheless, it looks pretty good. I didn't really expect it to be like this. But now, let's just uh, let's just go to Loki's costume. Okay, so this is Loki's costume, right? Yeah, I don't think this really looks like Loki at all. Especially the helmet. That doesn't really do anything. Loki's costume is supposed to be like this. Does it look anything like this? No, it does not. It looks nothing like it. Not even the helmet. It doesn't really do much. It does look like it, but not much. All right. Remember back in the past years when they made Marvel live action movies, and yes, there were some flaws, but and they needed to be developed. And you see, we're in 2011, and they make the movies like with the heroes come out incorrect, the costumes come out incorrect, and we're in 2011, and they're still doing shit incorrect and yet getting them wrong. It's like what the fuck? If you're gonna do something, if you're gonna like make something live action out of it, then do it the right way. Do something correctly and perfectly. Don't change it around, and do not give Thor another lover when her lover is supposed to be somebody from Asgard. Like what the fuck? Why are they still like how are they still like not getting this right? Like what the fuck? You know, this is convincing me to give up on Marvel live action movies because like I can't take this. Like this is annoying. They couldn't do it for I think Spider Man or Punisher, but I don't think so. But like see, there's just not that many. There's not many resemblances and like what goes on. They Marv to the creators of these Marvel live action movies. Can you like pretty please get the things right and don't change them around and don't get them wrong? Like seriously, come on, because I really expect a lot, and we Marvel fans expect a lot. It's like, come on, please, like don't waste your money and do not change things around because you already know what we are gonna expect. But I really don't have much to say. And guess who makes an appearance at the end of the credits? Yeah, I read it. I saw a movie review, and you should stay watching the movie after the credits because somebody makes an appearance. Somebody from the Avengers, which is what we would call, and starts like he shows somebody something, but yeah, I can't believe. Yeah, I shouldn't really spoil it, but this movie it was good and great in a way. There were parts that were silly, of course, but and I don't know really much about Thor, and I like how they got the three guys that right, and Lady Sif. I forgot their name, but I was disappointed with no Balder. Seriously, why isn't Balder in the movie? If you're gonna put Odin and Sif, why not put Balder? Seriously, what the fuck? The special effects are pretty great. And there was like less lightning with the hammer. So you see how usually like when he pulls a move, and then there's lightning that comes out. Well, there was less lightning. I expected really more lightning, and I expected a little bit more courage from him. I'm not asking for too much, but the way he usually talks, especially in the Marvel Ultimate Alliance and the Hulk versus Thor, he should have been more like that. I mean, yeah, he was like that, but not as good. But yeah. Okay, this is the only thing that I'm gonna spoil in this entire movie. That's it. Okay, somebody makes an appearance in this movie for 1 second. He's driving a car, trying to pull Thor's hammer. All right, and he makes an appearance in any other Marvel movie, which people usually predict. He's like, I bet he's gonna be in this movie, and guess what? It's Stan Lee. Yes, even I was excited. I was like, oh my god, and I was glad I noticed him, and of course he wears those glasses usually, but again, people are gonna predict that he was gonna be in the movie. I didn't even think it was gonna be in the movie, and that's the thing. He is not in every Marvel movie. He wasn't in Blade. He wasn't in Elektra. He was not in the first Punisher live action movie that came out in 2004 with Thomas Jane. It was just a surprise. Oh, and I forgot to mention one thing about Loki. His acting sucked. His dialogue sucked, and his voice sucked. He didn't really give it that Loki feel. The Loki we all know, and the Loki from Hulk versus Thor. Like, what the fuck? And he didn't really look like he was like happy to rule the world. And yeah, rule the world. But he was just so stupid. There was not one character that nailed it. Um, Maybe Odin nailed it, sort of. But to me, the worst was just Loki. Thor probably nailed it. He was good, but Loki, I'm sorry, you failed. You just didn't give me that Loki feel. I'm sorry, he sucked. His fighting sucked. He didn't have much development, which really pissed me off. So yeah, that's that's pretty much what I have to say. Like, I give this movie an 8 out of 10. And if of course, if you're a Marvel fan, you should go see this. I wouldn't recommend you go see this, but I think you might like this movie. So this is the Thor movie review, and thanks for watching. And the next movie review might be, I don't know. Just see ya.